When you have to think about chopping 29 or 30 cups of onions, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm not a chef. I know how to properly hold a chef's knife, but I am not a chef. I don't stand all day in a kitchen chopping onions, so I'm not really a professional at it. But I've come up with a way to dice onions and mince onions to be much faster than how I was doing it just manually with a knife. And there's a lot more consistency with the onions that I've ended up with. I start by peeling all of my onions that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna mince onions first right now. And I have this old mandolin. It was a wedding gift, so it's 13 years old. At one time, the handle for it broke, and I went to a garage sale and I found another one. And so you don't need anything fancy. If you can find a mandolin like this, that's great. There's nicer ones out there. There's probably safer ones out there. This is what I use. And if you're really great with a knife, go ahead and use a knife. If you don't want to buy a mandolin, use the knife. It's fine. I'm just going to show you how I do it. You can take your onion, pop it into your handle. Always use your handle. We've all seen the shows on TV where they get carried away and nobody wants you to bleed in your food. You can start by just slicing it. And what I've used here, right on my mandolin, is a julienne tool. It's going to slice it this way and 20 times this way. And the nature of the onion is, because it's in rings, probably 7/8 of your onion is already being diced because it's in that direction. Sometimes it falls apart on you. Those last couple of slices, depends how bad you want to fight with it. You can dice this up separately, or you can discard it. Because of that little last portion of the onion that's straight along those edges, I always take my knife and just give it a little bit of a chop there, just to make it a little bit more consistent for those edge pieces. And one onion, perfectly minced, and really 2 cups of onion, or 2 onions makes about 2 cups. And I'm finished chopping my minced onions here, and they look really great. The other onion you're going to need to use a lot of is some diced onion or chopped onion. Again, the fastest way that I have figured out how to chop these to get the most amount done in the shortest amount of time is using my mandolin. I've changed my blade from the julienne blade to the French fry blade. But because the nature of an onion is in circles, you're going to get these beautiful, nice little diced parts because of the rings in there. Whereas if you were doing a potato, you would get long, skinny strings. So I am going to dice an onion. It's so fast and so easy using the julienne tool. We're just going to carry on finishing up this onion. And now, if you have a mandolin at home and you never want to take it out because it's a lot to clean, now you have a really good excuse to take it out for a big job. Sometimes it's tough to take it out for those little jobs, but boys, it's been a lifesaver for me. And all of these pieces come apart, and it does go in the dishwasher. So you're not getting yourself in your sink if you're doing that. So again, just chopping up those little edge pieces, those long pieces to make them more consistent. Because you want your food to look good too. It's not just about being fast and easy and tasting good. It is really nice when your food looks good. Scrape it here. And we're just right around 20 cups. These are graduated bowls, so I can see how many I have there, and I got about 6 more cups to go.